Hey, everybody, and welcome to Unsupervised Consequences. I am Dino, the genetic marvel. You may know me from my previous series where I discussed kind of where the rest of me went. So I'm doing another series. I think I'm going to go for the next 2 weeks, kind of explaining. So if you see any of the posts that I made today, I made them on all my social media. I explained that when I left Canada. I was going on vacation. We went to the UK, had a wonderful trip, and I left. I weighed 289.4 pounds, and I returned last night. Weighed myself today, and I'm 305.6. So I thought, how best to kind of get things rolling. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea where to start. But you know what? I have a process, and that's what we talked about. How's it going, Serge? Welcome. I hope you're doing well, buddy. So, one of the things that I started was that number one, a lot of people on my post actually commented and said, "Hey, it's probably just water weight. I'm sure it's fine." And I will admit that I would like to think it's water weight. However, I was there and I ate like a pig the entire 10 days that I was on vacation. Which I'm sure, you know what? A lot of the times, some of the stuff that I discussed about before in my previous series, Where Did the Rest of Me Go? Was that life happens and you don't want to deny, like, what's the point of having a good life if you're not going to enjoy it? A friend of mine, I was talking with my naturopath and he was recommending to give up coffee. And I said, listen, I don't know if I could do that. And I talked with a friend of mine and he says, listen, what are you going to get out of life without a coffee? An extra 5 years of life? He said, what kind of life is that without coffee? And that's a fair, that's a deep contemplation when you think about it. And this vacation, one of the things that I definitely didn't do was I didn't fast. I didn't hesitate to eat stuff. I hate so many. There are a lot of pictures that I've uploaded and more to come. But basically, now I'm back. So what I wanted to cover in these 14 days is kind of the journey that I'm going to be going through over these 2 weeks time of just trying to get back into everything because I think that's part of the experience of what I'm going through is that there will be setbacks, whether planned or unplanned. That's part of life. If you followed my last series, I explained that my brother passed away like the second day that I was supposed to do, or the second episode, and it hurt. It was a rough one, um, and I'm still dealing with that. But at the same time, you know, how does it affect us going forward? One of those ideas that how we interact with people on a daily basis is kind of important. And one thing that I'm trying to really understand, like we had a few situations, like we had a flight delay, we had just kind of series of things that happen that kind of shouldn't happen, and then it's like, how I deal with it is what's in my control. But um when I react or lash out or whatever you want to call it, it's a question of and is that how I'm going to be remembered for that interaction? You know, and that's one of the things I was talking with Victoria was that especially knowing how fragile life can be to everyone, whether you're in good health, bad health, it's inconsequential. It's just part of life. You can walk out your door and something can happen. Of course, we can't live with that in mind because that steals our life away. But if we can stand there and kind of look at things from a different perspective, it can be really valuable. Um, the idea that I'm in charge of how I interact, it says more about my character than anything else. And that's why, like, so yesterday on our flight back, I'll tell you right now that all I not only had I gained the weight, but I was definitely backed up, and all my joints are inflamed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to uh, I wanted to make sure that I maximized my vacation and enjoyed it. And we stopped over in Iceland. I've never been to Iceland, and I'll tell you that I've had it recommended by a couple people where they said it was a really enjoyable experience. We stopped only in the airport. We didn't pass customs or anything like that. But what we did do was we tried some of their food, and it was delicious. Now, did I try too much? 100%. But it was my last meal on vacation, so I tried to enjoy it. And my joints hurt since I came in. So that would have been 1 p.m. Toronto time where I am. And from there, I have been fasting since then, which has felt really good. And the inflammation in my body has been down. And that's kind of a testament. Like you kind of never know until you try stuff, right? And in everything that I've been experiencing, one of the key components is to trust the process, understand how it works, and how it's going to come through for yourself. So one of those things, and I know that for myself that I really appreciated was that knowing how much my body reacts to fasting, how good and how happy it feels. Um, it's been barely a day and a half. Uh, yeah, like a day and like 20, like 34 hours. And my knees feel better, my elbows feel better, all my joints feel better. International Gino. Hey, what's up, Joey? Yeah, well, that was the thing is so there's a bunch of you'll see, and actually from the titles, the thumbnail that I made, this one, that's me eating ice cream in a place called Bister Village. It's a sales place. It was delicious ice cream. It was made from honeycomb. It was so good, and I haven't had ice cream in such a long time. It was very enjoyable, but I digress. That was one of the things where I didn't do that through my entire trip, and I'll tell you, I don't regret it. Thanks for the air quality. Fuck you, but yeah, hey, no problem, buddy. Anytime, guy. Happy to be of service. Yeah, no, that's listen, I blame for the French for so much as well. Don't worry about it. Don't blame all of Canada. Don't blame a specific part of Canada. The foreigners, they are among us. No. Um, yes, I am sorry about the air quality. And you know what? It was apparently it was really bad in Toronto before we came. Now Philadelphia has stopped their flights, which I'm like, I'm glad that we landed because I even asked in Iceland, I'm like, hey, because we had two delays, and they said it wasn't anything to do with the. I blame the Northwest Territories. That's way too far, and that's not where it's coming from. I'll tell you that much. It's coming from Quebec, but those guys definitely have it. So one of the things that really happened, that was the first thing today, has been fasting and just being a little more physically active has helped. And I'll tell you, I cleaned myself out. Like I pooped so much today, so I'm hoping I'm gonna be producing. I'm gonna got a tinkle, as you should, sir. We're both about that age where you got to go when you got to go. But that's the idea. Is today was kind of getting my ducks in a row after vacation. I think that was one of the key factors. I think starting this process of coming off vacation, kind of like coming off a fast. Um, Plan it, take the time, kind of schedule things out in a timely manner. It's very beneficial because if you don't, you kind of become a passenger in the process, which is not a good system to be in. So what I've done is I've kind of planned things out for the next couple days. We went and got some groceries, arranged laundry, unpacked, which I honestly, I checked my luggage from my trip in Mexico that was in February. It still had some clothes in it. So that thanks to my wife that she inspired me to do the right thing and really take the time to clean up and unpack. She did most of it. I didn't really do anything. I just gave her pointers as to what needed washing, what didn't. We'll use this piece of crap, but um, that's one of those things that really helped. Was kind of taking today to really align what I was going to be doing. But tomorrow, I'm going to be back. I'm going to kind of give a play by play about the things I do every day. So far, right now, has been fasting and planning is the first steps in kind of getting back on track. Because, like I said, the traveling, because we left from London uh, to Iceland, then Iceland over to Toronto, and 2 flights in one day. Whew, yeah, my joints were on fire, but now they're feeling a lot better. So definitely something proactive in the process that definitely worked out to my advantage and reinforced kind of the things that I've been talking about up until now. So keep it in mind. I'm going to be just kind of discussing, but if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer. Feel free to leave them in the comments, even if you're not going to watch this live. I am going to leave them all up on my channel, so by all means, please do. Um, but that is the basic idea. So I'm going to go for the next 14 days, kind of document everything that happens with pictures and everything, and that way, kind of give an idea of how things are going and roadblocks and everything to express, because I think I'm onto something really cool here, and I'm excited about sharing it. So, as I said, thank you everyone for your support in this. And like I said, if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, opinions, please leave it in the comment section, and I will definitely respond to it, and I'd be happy to discuss it later. So, if you haven't already, please share this video with your friends or anyone you think might be beneficial, or somebody who's felt that they've hit a roadblock, because I'm definitely thinking that this is something that is affecting everyone, and having a little help makes a big difference. I know that's been a huge help to me, and I have my wife to thank about that. And it's been an uh, immense help in doing what I've been doing. So I think that's it for tonight. I was number one was take the day to plan. So that's where I'm starting today, and then tomorrow I'm hoping to hit the ground running, and we'll see. I'm squinting a lot. I think my light's too bright, but honestly, I've been wearing sunglasses for like 10 days, so it's been interesting. Anyways, have a great one, guys. I will be back tomorrow with kind of where things are going and how I'm feeling. Also, an update on my weight. So this today was 305.6, and I felt so fat. But a lot has happened today. A lot of exercise. It's just not a lot of exercise, a lot of activity. And I'm hoping tomorrow I can get to more exercising and things like that, and we'll see how it goes. So until then, I will see you tomorrow, and come back for day 2 of unsupervised consequences. Have a great one.